Boyfriend died and I'm feeling hopeless. TW. Death. My 23 female boyfriend, 32 male, was killed by an irresponsible car driver. He was pronounced brain dead Sunday at 12:14. I was blessed to be there with him in the hospital. His family was able to contact me before he went. I'm just filled with guilt. We had a disagreement at a place we regular, and I told him to go home. But he went out with a friend. Then at 1:30 he was going in the direction of home and they hit him. The cops let the guy go because he said my boyfriend ran a red light. He didn't. He's the safest cyclist. But because he was the only one in the car, it's his word against my boyfriend who can't talk anymore. I'm just a fucking wreck. I don't want to go on. I love him and I want him to come home. It's not fair. I want to be with him again. Is there any help I can get? I just want him back. You should consider seeing a therapist to help you process the trauma you are experiencing. Sorry for your loss. What country are you in? We can help you with links to resources there. You are so right to express your feelings and allow it to flow through you. It isn't fair. Wish we could give you hugs directly. Contact the police station of the town where this happened. If the police were there, they'll have recorded the shitty driver's information. Let them know that your boyfriend ended up dying from being hit. I assume he was injured at the scene and then it got worse? The fact he died makes this a manslaughter case now. That said, I have an extremely hard time believing that the cops let someone go after they'd injured someone with their car. Cops don't even let you go when you get in a fender bender if you explain that it was the other person's fault. Let alone injuring someone badly enough that they later died. You're saying this person said, he ran a red light, and the cops just went, oh well okay, on your merry way then, and no follow-up. Yeah. Don't really buy it. It's still too soon. Just give it time. I'm so sorry for your loss. I lost my partner 3 months ago unexpectedly and we fought prior. The truth is, people will argue, but I'm sure he ultimately knew how you truly felt about him. The loss is still hard for me, but I'm learning to cope. Time will ease the pain, as I felt like my life was over when it happened. I hope you have a support network to help you through this extremely difficult time. My thoughts are with you, and just remember that time will heal. I'm so sorry for your loss and the grief you must be feeling. You might try NAMI Denver for resources. Did my boyfriend visit a brothel in Amsterdam? Throwaway because I don't want anyone IRL to find me. I can't tell if I'm being crazy or not. Here are the facts. He was gone last night for an hour and we're staying in the red light district, so it is very close. He said he was going to get food, which I believed him. He turned off his location sharing with me. He was Googling, De Wallen window guide, and reading about other people's experiences going to brothels here on Reddit. He didn't have his location on Life 360, which he has to share his location with his parents, but it also wasn't when we went to get lunch earlier that day. He routed to an ATM on his phone. The brothels only take cash, so he would need cash. He also routed to the food place he claims he went to. He took a shower immediately after coming back to the hotel, which is weird for him because he usually only showers every 3-4 days and usually only if I make him. He just showered like a day or so ago, so very strange. He showered when I kissed him. He kinda tasted weird and he acted all weird when I got in the shower with him. He was only gone for about 30 minutes, so I don't know if I'm being overly paranoid. I don't want to bring all this up because I found out all this through snooping on his phone. I know it's wrong, and I'm going to go to therapy about it. Is this something I should be worried about? Did he most likely go to a brothel? Sorry, all I took from this story is that he washes every 3-4 days. What the fuck? He took a shower immediately after coming back to the hotel, which is weird for him because he usually only showers every 3-4 days and usually only if I make him. He just showered like a day or so ago, so very strange he showered. Are you serious? If you're a woman, I know your pH is messed TF up. Leave because you have to make your boyfriend take a shower. Leaf in wind. There is another thing damn is wonderful for, weed. Leaf in wind. Could he have tastes like weed? And a shower is usually a great way to get rid of the smell. I can't remember if it's cash only in coffee shops, but he could have got cash out for that and so nobody could track his spending to there. Also, there is a no kissing policy in the red light district after COVID. Honestly, he's being sketchy AF. How much did he withdraw? I would 100% find out how much a 15-20 minute booking is. This man has GPS tracking from you and his parents? No shit, he's losing it. Look, honestly, the moment he turned off location sharing with both you and his parents, something was up. I don't know what he did, but he likely did something. My fiance is trying to covertly build a case to steal our baby from me. I have 2 kids from a previous relationship who are at their biofathers for a month. This is obviously a tough month for me. I miss them fiercely and have admittedly been pretty depressed. I still try to power through for my 11-month-old baby. I work 4:2 a.m. Sun fry. My fiance works 9:5 p. I get a babysitter for our baby, and the big kids when they're home, and pay for it myself for the overlap, find backup and emergency sitters. I do it without his help, which is stressful, and just an example of one of the things that I carry 100% of the emotional weight. Since I work late, and baby gets up at 8 a.m., I need a nap to be able to function. Trying not to nap has led to health issues after a prolonged period of time, including a heart issue. I try to nap with the baby at around 11:12 until 1-ish. The other day I wasn't feeling well. I had bad allergies, so took Benadryl after my shift at 2 a.m. I obviously wasn't very awake and put baby in her pack and play while I kind of lied half awake after my fiancé left. I dozed off but would wake up if the baby made any noise. At 11 I fed and changed her, and brought her to nap. Then got up, fed and changed her again, then went to work. She had diarrhea from changing her formula, thank you shortage, and it caused a little rash. My fiancé accused me of neglecting the baby. He then called my only support system and told them exaggerated versions. We came to an agreement that I wouldn't lay down until the baby was napping. Just in case. I'd force myself to stay awake from 8 a 11-ish. No laying on the couch or anything. So I did that. Today I have off randomly. I still got up at 8, played with the baby, cleaned some of the house that has been neglected because of my depression. Then fed her and changed her at 11. We both went to nap at 11:30. Apparently my fiancé tried to call me at 1:30 and I didn't hear my phone. Baby slept until after 2. She wasn't even fussing yet when I got up and got her up at 2:30. He thinks I'm lying. I have no reason to lie. It's what happened. Now he's saying that he's going to take me to court. He's going to take you to court over what? For being an overworked mother who does it all by herself. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. This is a tactic abusers use to keep the victim scared. The next card he will play is the mental health card and try to tell you they will take the baby if you're not mentally well. If they did that, not a whole lot of people would have their children in their care. Tell him yes, you'll go to court. Get child support set up and get him to pay for childcare. Talk to a lawyer. Don't marry this guy. Well, let him take you. If he isn't as involved as you are saying he is, he's not going to win. Also, are you still planning to marry someone who isn't being a helpful parent? I would be questioning this decision too. What the hell? He's your fiancé and he's threatening to sue you for custody? How the hell does that work if you live together? Are you seriously still planning on marrying this guy? My sole advice would be to leave. So when does his babysitting shift start? You said you get a babysitter. I'm guessing to have babysitter look after the baby since there's overlap of about 1 hour when neither of you are home. So fiancé gets home at around 5 p.m. and babysitter leaves when? After your son raped your daughter. This must be a really dramatic turn of events. I rescued an abandoned pet and my husband resents me for it. A few days ago I found a domesticated rabbit that was abandoned. I know he was someone's pet because of his coloring and that he let me pick him up. I brought him home and my husband freaked out. He never had pets growing up. I told him we will bring him to a shelter and that it will be fine. I tried bringing him to a shelter but the ones nearby were full and not accepting more pets, so I found a friend who can take him until she finds a forever home for him. But my husband keeps telling me it was a mistake and that I should have left him. I've told him that he would have died and he agrees that he would have, but still says it doesn't matter and I should have left him. I'm currently sleeping on the couch because we kept fighting about it. He just can't see that I had no other option. I couldn't have just left him. Now he's accusing me of putting the rabbit before our marriage because he asked me if the options were to abandon an animal on the side of the road or he would leave, and I said that's an insane ultimatum and a ridiculous circumstance, so yes, I would leave him. IDK what to do, and IDK how to fix this whole thing. The situation seems silly because the rabbit found a place to live and it wasn't a big deal for us to take him for a few days. Edit. He keeps saying that his family agrees with him that I should have left him. None of them are animal people at all. But I grew up with pets and couldn't bear to leave the poor bunny. I don't think there's anything you can do to fix, because you did nothing wrong to begin with. Regardless, your husband's reaction to you doing a good deed is very concerning. What exactly was his problem? Did he bother to tell you, or did he just fire off that ultimatum and went off to sulk, after suggesting you should have let the poor rabbit die? He should really learn to communicate with you. If a rabbit breaks this marriage, then what other small straw would have broken the camel's back? This guy needs to get a #GRIP. So he feels threatened by a rabbit and jealous you like it more? What a weird hill to die on. Replace husband with bunny, offer him a carrot on the way out. I genuinely don't think there is anything you can or should do here. Your husband is wildly overreacting, so bad it's unbelievable. The rabbit is gone now, so if he's still going off about it, then refuse to engage. Tell him you aren't discussing this anymore since it's a waste of time. But honestly, this would really make me think about whether I want to be with someone so profoundly lacking in compassion.